Well, I am so excited. I have to say, this is one of my favorite moments because we are introducing not only a great book, but a great author to the planet. And we are going to give you an opportunity to not only get this book, but to connect with Dr. Brian Kent. So I'm Ken Rochon. I'm one of the co-founders of Perfect Publishing. We are a company that actually cares about authors not only having a voice and a legacy, but having impact in the world with their message. And this message of relationships for businesses, it couldn't be more timely. So I'm here with my partner, Natalie McQueen, and Natalie McQueen is the helm of Perfect Publishing for creating international bestsellers. She has had hundreds, I guess we're going to head to 1,000 international bestsellers by 2024. And Brian Kent is really an amazing project for us to bring to international bestseller status. Would you agree, Natalie?
Absolutely. I actually got on a plane and went all the way to Baltimore to get my copy, but you guys don't have to.
That's right. And so, Natalie, you're going to share some secrets of not only how they can get their copy, but how we can show gratitude in the world. Because there's a quote that's by Charlie Tremendous Jones, and it's the difference between where you are today and where you'll be in 5 years are the people you meet and the books you read. And when you read a book, that's only, was it $20? How much is it, Natalie?
19.99 for the paperback
Yeah, we
and
have it on.
99 cents for
Yeah.
your Kindle.
Okay. So, Brian, it doesn't seem fair. I mean, you got a book here that's probably going to make someone about 100 times more money than they're spending. I mean, what an ROI that is. I mean, you follow the principles. I mean, this book is stacked with great ideas. And I want to turn this over to Brian because when I met Brian, I was just like, that's a brother. This is my brother who's my strategic brother who I'm going to learn as much from and grow with. So, Brian, thank you for so much for choosing Perfect Publishing, but more importantly, trusting in your first dream and your first vision with us.
Thanks, Ken, for that great accolade and opening. I'm excited to be here myself. I've had many conversations with you and several with Natalie on kind of this journey. And really, the R Factor came together a little over a year ago where people just kept saying, Brian, you're doing consulting, you're doing teaching, you're promoting people, you're trying to lift all people up around you. Why don't you put something together and just kind of help everybody, all the boats rising together. And so we weren't really sure about the title, but the book came together really easy because I wanted to talk about the pain that managers, CEOs, startups, mid-sized businesses have. And when you see all of the small businesses failing, it's some of us. I don't want to talk about just processes and their products, but we do talk about that in the book. But it was really about the person in the company. It's the owner. It's the manager. It's the employees that are touching the goods, touching the products. And it's almost, I call it like a 360-degree relationship. It's all the business relationships within the business, between the departments. And then you also have all the relationships out of the business with buyers, with the vendors, and with the lawyers, the bankers, everybody that touches your business, because the business is a relationship that has a process or a product at its center. But the actual grease that makes the wheel work is the people and the relationships. And that was really why we wanted to do the book, Ken. And in the book, we talk about the pain. We talk about how to get the structure right. We talk about how to set up goals and hold people accountable, right? Because a lot of times people want to be a great employee or a great consultant, but you got to give them the parameters and the goals that you want everybody to be successful with. And so we really tried to capture that in the book. And as you mentioned, there'll be some other things we'll write and some other training manuals put together. But the first book out was the R Factor, and we're really excited about the first product.
I want to
Absolutely.
just,
And I love the cover. So
yeah,
sharp.
and I want to cut in and just say that these chapters are not just gold nuggets. Brian is a strategist that gets hired at very high sums of money to actually solve problems and to cause businesses to succeed. You're getting all this download from him. I'll just read a couple of the titles because the titles of the chapters give you kind of an essence of how deep and how strategic it is. So the chapter 12, I'll go backwards: strategic leadership and dynamic analysis. Chapter 11, the art of adaptation, driving business evolution. Chapter 10, investment intimacies, nurturing relationships for business growth. And I'll just finish with chapter 9, communication, contract, and conflicts, building and managing client relationships. Any one of those chapters, Brian, you go in for a very large contract to solve this problem, and you are dropping down all the gold nuggets here. Is that correct?
Absolutely. I've tried to summarize it to where people can at least grasp the concept. And then obviously, if they still can't get it from reading it, then obviously they can give us a call, reach out to us. We'll set up opportunities to talk. We'll set up consulting opportunities for them, or if they need us to come in and train their team. The book really gave us a platform to lay out how I've done the business, where I've grown from the $1, and of course the largest contract I've closed was 969 million. So it's just shy of $1 billion. My goal obviously be to close one time in my life $1 billion contract, and that might be right around the corner. You never know. And I really have appreciated as we've been working towards this bestseller and international bestseller status with the mentorship I've been getting from Natalie on your team. And I'll let Natalie go into kind of what we've been going through and all those things.
And before Natalie goes, I just want to say there's diagrams, there's charts, there's dialogue, there's communication, there's conversation. So you're actually following a narrative. So you actually are like the third person listening. I was a little hurt, Brian, when I saw that you had good morning, Brian, and it says Carrie greeted me as I walked into the room. And I think Carrie should have been Kenny. I think it should have been, those R's should have been N's for Kenny for my.
You think it was a typo?
I'll tell you one thing about this, Natalie. There are no typos in this book. This book is clean. I mean, like the Poltergeist, this book has been cleaned. So, Natalie, why don't you share with the audience how we can support, give gratitude and love to this amazing man, this amazing leader, but most importantly, I'll call him the king of strategy.
Well, I can tell just by working with him. It's Brian, it has been such an amazing experience to work with you. You are the exact author that we love to work with. What we line up, you have done exact. And so the goal is to get as many people to see your book coming out and get them to give feedback and be able to help you make a difference in other areas and other audiences that, you yourself may not be connected to. And that's where we help you build a launch team and then kind of drive a rhythm that people share and buy and read. What a concept, right? It sounds so simple, and it really is, but it really makes a difference when people that you know, love, and trust sit down and kind of read and go, wow, I knew Brian was, smart and helped all these businesses, but this could really make an impact in my business, in my life. And that's what I love. So we have the book at a special 99 cents for the ebook price. And that's really to entice people that maybe go, well, I'm not sure, like the R factor, I'm not sure what it's about. Take that chance, open it up, listen to what we're saying. What you're going to get is going to be so much more value than a 99 cent investment. And then give Brian some feedback. Go back on Amazon and do a review. And what that does is the more sharing and the more countries we can share with people, I'm from Canada, so I reach out to my Canadian friends. Hey, check this out. And it really helps in the algorithm of Amazon and brings down the numbers. The more sales we have, it brings our numbers down closer to number one. So that is our strategy.
Brings our numbers up. It's number one.
Well, exactly. Down, but up. Exactly.
Well, you're thinking of Australia with Down Under.
So, exactly.
Yeah. So
they're excited about this book.
Totally. So get yourself a copy of this book. This book will make a difference in your life. Read it. And by the way, I'd like to add another verb. So buy it. So you buy it, you invest in making sure your life and your business, especially your business, is going to help pay for your life. That's buy. Then read. So many people buy books and you don't read it. This is a gem. Read this book and then Third, gratitude. Review. Give a review to Brian. This guy's a champion. He's not coming to the gate and saying, hey, I just started some strategy stuff. I'd like to write a book. This is decades of knowledge, wisdom. He is a veteran. He has done some amazing work in business that he's taken from his tours and his leadership training. So I love this guy. Love the book. You need to buy it.
And we will be keeping everyone updated as the day goes on. The closer we get, just please be an active participant. And as you see our posts, share them out, make a comment. And then if you get your book, take a picture of it and say, Brian, I got it. All
Those
that
pictures mean a lot.
sure.
They do. The pictures mean a lot. Ken and I have been around and we've taken pictures with people as we were releasing the book and the paperback. And I get pictures back. I had one of my good friends. He took the pictures he's pulling out of the box yesterday.
Oh, nice.
Paperback.
That's
So
awesome.
Yeah, and video as well. If you've already read some of the book, make a little 20-second, 30-second video and just share with people that this is a job well done. This is a
It really is. It's a beautiful book.
And we're gonna do a reveal tomorrow because you see how we're treating Brian right here. Well, Brian wants to give a gift to the world, and he has a book called Checkmate, and we will do that reveal later today, I should say. I'm thinking tomorrow, like it's Friday. So listen, you know what's funny, Brian? When you are in this tour, you don't always know what day it is. I'll tell you, I have been so impressed. You went to New York and you saw your book on the Jumbotron. You had all these authors celebrating you. We're bringing it to the Library of Congress. We've already done events in Tampa for you. You saw your book last week in Las Vegas. So the book is being well received. And I have to tell you, I can't keep them on my table. People see this book and they see business and they ask what the R is for. And then they open it up and read a couple pages. The book gone. I guess I owe you some money.
Right.
that's always good, Ken.
Yeah. So Brian,
no,
is
I
there
think
any- Oh, sorry.
no, thank you both. I mean, it's been a really exciting journey. I'm really excited that about tomorrow. Not tomorrow. I mean, about today as we launch. And
You're feeling the same thing I am.
well, I'm like you, Ken. The travel has been busy. 2 red eyes last week from the West Coast, and today I've traveled up to Charlotte and then to Raleigh, Durham, and then now I'm sitting in Washington D.C. So
Wow.
it's been a
You
busy
mean
week.
I can go over and see you?
If you're at your home in Baltimore, you can. I'm in D.C. right now, buddy.
Okay, well, I'm in Ellicott City, so it's only about 35 minutes away. I wanted to say a couple things about this. You can be a strategist at home and you can be a strategist on Zoom, but people fly you. They fly you out to have you there to speak, consult, and plan for their company to have a better strategy. And the R factor is a big strategy in your business. I want to say you have tremendous accolades, but I think one of the things I would like to give you an opportunity to do, Brian, which to me is the most important thing, is you have a dedication. If you'd like to say the dedication that you have to the people that mean so much to you, go ahead right now.
Yeah, so I dedicated the book obviously to my my family, my daughter and my wife, and my fathers. Both of them were my father and stepfather entrepreneurial. Just give me that entrepreneurial spirit. And then I dedicated it also to a couple of my business partners. They were I was their consultant, but they're really friends too. And they were pushing me. Matter of fact, one of them, she said, "Hey, you need to write a book, and if you don't have time, get a ghostwriter." And she sent me the link to like 3 different ghostwriters. All right, she said, "Start interviewing them, pick one, because what you got to share needs to be shared." And so in that, I captured that in the mentioning and the thanks and the thoughtfulness for everybody that's really supported me and getting where I'm at.
Well, I'd like to thank Jennifer Sullivan and Walter for not only how much they support you, but that they're able to see the king at the chess game, and they allowed me to meet you and serve and support you. This is a book that actually is a game changer for Perfect Publishing too. I want to say that when you came to us with this, I said checkmate, and so later today you're going to hear some information about checkmate. If you're a strategist that's changing the world like Brian is, we want to know you. And we want you to have this same experience of having an international bestseller, because what you have here and here makes the world better.
Absolutely.
Natalie, anything else you want to say?
I was just gonna say, get onto Amazon. We're gonna put the link up. See if we can get some celebration here. Buy that book and then give Brian the feedback. We love that.
Yeah,
He wants to make an
feed,
impact.
feedback is it's really all love. Feedback is love. And
Thank you,
Absolutely.
Brian.
if
All
we,
righty.
hey,
Thank
by
you
the way,
guys.
go ahead, Ken.
Go ahead.
No, you go ahead, Brian.
I just thank you a lot. This has been, like I said, a great journey, and just hard to believe. Just been a couple of months now. We're doing this international launch, international bestseller, and potentially might cross that finish line here anytime.
Yes,
Yes,
indeed.
we will.
And by the way, Natalie, because you know what's going to happen in the next couple hours, we might as well do this, right? Let the balloons go.
It will work.
Well, then we'll do the confetti. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for the love you're giving Brian. And by the way, Brian, I saw all the people that were jumping on that poster on Facebook and saying how much they're enjoying the book. There must be 40 or 50 people that are just giving you mad props for this book. So, for those of you who supported the book early, thank you. If you want an electronic version, digital copy is always a nice thing to have on the phone and the iPad and on the camera. I'm sorry, on the computer. So please support Brian. And when you do, share it. Your share helps us spread the message.
I will jump in one more thing. When you purchase the ebook, that is really at the 99-cent special. That is really the drive of today for ranking, and also get your hardcover because you're going to want it on your shelf.
Yep.
So thank you, Brian.
Thank you, guys. I'll talk to you a little bit later today after we've met the goal line.
You know, when some of the big tailors that make business suits for people, when they see how great this book is, they're going to make the pocket bigger so you can just carry it with you all the time.
There you go.
That's strategy. All
There
right.
you go, bud.
Well,
Talk
Pete,
to you later.
thank you very much. And we'll see you later at another event. You'll get to shake Brian's hand, and we'll give you a hug for supporting this great man. Talk to you later.
Absolutely. Thanks now.
Bye.